Hello everyone, welcome to Literature Study. Today we are going to study about the history of English literature, periods, ages and timeline. In this video, I'm just going to discuss about the chronology of history of English literature. In my other videos, I'm also going to discuss about these periods and ages briefly. So let's start the video. Before starting the history of English literature, I'm going to discuss about the classical literature, which known as the early literature. It's not a part of English literature, but we should know about that period as well, because we have often heard the name of Aristotle, Homer. These are some of the great writers who belong to this period. So, first we are going to discuss about the classical literature. The classical literature has started from 1200 BCE to 455 CE. BCE means before the Common Era and the CE means the Common Era. The classical literature had divided into 4 periods. The first period is known as the Homeric or Heroic period, which had started from 1200 BCE to 800 BCE. This period is basically known for the Greek writer Homer, whose work Iliad and the Odyssey are the most famous. The second period is Classical Greek period. This period is also considered as the Golden Age of Greece. The period had started from 800 BCE to 200 BCE. This period is well known for the writers like Aristotle, Plato, Sophocles, Euripides, etc. The third, we are going to discuss about the classical Roman period. In this period, when the Greece fall under the hands of the Roman literature had started, and this period is named as the Roman period, classical Roman period, which had started from 200 BCE to 455 CE, or we can write 70 CE as well. So the fourth period is patristic period, which had started from 70 CE to 455 CE. This period is basically for the Christian saints or writers. In this era, the Christianity has developed much more. In this era, Bible has also translated into English for the first time. So in my next video, I'm also going to discuss briefly about the classical literature and each period briefly. So finally, let's start with the history of English literature. First, we are going to study about Old English or Anglo-Saxon period, which had started from 450 CE to 1066 CE. This period is named after the Anglo-Saxon and Jews, who were the German tribe. Second, we have Middle English period, which had started from 1066 to 1500 CE. Middle English period has also divided into 2 periods. First is called Anglo-Norman period, which had started from 1066 to 1350 CE. 1066 when the Roman conquered the Europe. We have the Age of Chaucer, 1350 CE to 1400 CE. Chaucer is the Geoffrey Chaucer, who is called the father of English literature and also often called the father of English poetry. He is well known for his works like Canterbury Tales and Faerie Queene. Then we have the Renaissance period, which had started from 1500 to 1660 CE. This period is also divided into 4 periods or ages. First, we have Elizabethan age, which had started from 1558 to 1603 CE. This period is named after the Queen Elizabeth, and this period is also called the Age of Shakespeare. Shakespeare was a great dramatist, actor, and writer in that period. The second, we have Jacobean Age, which had started from 1603 to 1625. This period is also called as the Age of Donne. John Donne is called the father of metaphysical poetry. And then we have Caroline Age, which had started from 1625 to 1649 CE, which is also called the Age of Milton. John Milton, writer of Paradise Lost. Then Commonwealth period, which had started from 1649 to 1660 CE. The Age of Caroline and Commonwealth period is also called as the Puritans' Age. Then we have the Neoclassical period, which had started from 1660 to 1798 CE. The Neoclassical period has also divided into 3 ages. The first age is known as the Restoration Age, which had started from 1660 to 1700 CE. This is also called the Age of Dryden. Then the Augustan Age, which had started from 1700 to 750 CE, which is also called the Age of Pope. John Dryden and Alexander Pope were famous for their poetry. Then we have the Age of Johnson, which is also called the Age of Sensibility, which had started from 1750 to 1798 CE. And the fifth, we have the Romantic period, which had started from 1798 to 1837. The Romantic writers or poets were the writers who were deeply connected with the beauty of nature, or who loved to write about the nature. Writers such as William Wordsworth, William Blake, B.B. Shelley, etc. And number 6, we have Victorian period. The Victorian period, which had started from 1837 to 1901. In this period, we have Charles Dickens, some of the Victorian women novelists as well, such as Jane Austen, Charlotte Bronte, etc. Then we have the modern period, which had started from 1901 to 1939. In this period, we have some of the writers such as T.S. Eliot, W.B. Yeats, etc. Then the last period is the postmodern period, which had started from 1939 to till now. In my next video, I'm going to discuss about all these ages and periods briefly and separately. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.